McErlane, Kate, Clarke, Coach Bruno. Couple notes: career high for Maeve, 26 points, 7 of 9 shooting from three. This is our sixth game with 20 or more assists this season. So we'll start with this statement from Coach, and then we'll questions for the players.
The ability to focus and stay focused is really what tonight's game was all about. And I thought we really had great focus in the first half. I lost a little bit in the beginning of the second half, but overall we asked our players to bring great energy and great effort, and I thought they did that. And so collectively it was a good win. We need to get some momentum moving here in this season, and I think our players answered that pretty well. I mean, of course, you score 65 and a half, and then you come back in the second half and score 33. That's not exactly exciting, but at the same time, a lot of people got a lot of good minutes out there. We were able to play a lot of people and get some people some experience. So I think a lot went into this game. Maeve had a great, Maeve, they both shot the ball very, very well, and it was a special scoring first half. That wasn't lost on we, the coaches, but at the same time, we don't just play people to break records and stuff. The records that get broken in our program really have to happen within the context of the game, and Maeve had a really great scoring night tonight. We've known she's been able to score the ball her whole life, and given that she didn't really practice at all last year, played 7 games last year, she really is playing like a freshman. Not playing like a freshman, it's like a freshman year for her. And so I just think it's important that she just is still feeling her way with every aspect of the game. And Kate had a very good shooting night tonight also.
Questions for Maeve or Kate?
Maeve, you're in the top 15 in the Big East in assists per game and also assist turnover ratio. When you hit 1 or 2 3-pointers tonight, did you kind of get the feeling that this was going to be the kind of night that it was, or is it shot by shot for you?
I think obviously once I made those first 2, obviously my mentality was like keep shooting, but as a team, I think we shot about like 50%, which like everyone was hot tonight, which was great. Everyone was hitting the open woman, making the simple pass, which Coach Bruno preaches, and we were hitting our shots, so that was awesome. But I was just feeling it tonight.
In your overall game, you had a good amount of assists and steals tonight as well. I mean, how difficult is it to put together a line like that? Usually someone's, not usually, but good in points or good in assists or good in steals, but you had such a straight line today.
I have a lot of trust in my teammates that they're going to make their shots. I mean, we're a really smart group of girls. We don't play any selfish basketball. The ball moves, and the teammates are going to hit the shots. Like Kate, she had multiple threes tonight. I know Shakira hit a bunch. Michelle hit a bunch. So we were just hot, and hopefully we can carry that momentum for a conference.
For Kate, basically what kind of a lesson do you take from this game going in the next one? You got some bench time too, so what did you like out of your teammates, and what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of to add to what Maeve said, we had a couple people that were hot, Maeve obviously, and also live, or Shakira, and, just hitting the open woman. Whoever's hot, we're going to get the ball to, and, that happened to be me tonight. We're just trying to carry this momentum into our next couple games.
Kate, Coach Bruno told us a couple of games ago that you were, and I don't want to misquote him on this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you were more of looking to be a rim runner, and he said that he could get you to concentrate more on the 3-pointers. Is that something you've done in the past couple of games, to look more for the 3-point shot?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm always looking for my shot, but also too, rim running. We like to push the ball, so whenever there's an opportunity for me to run down the court, I'm going to do it. So just whatever the game, I'll just let the game come to me.
Okay.
Anything else? Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Stocking stuffers versus big presents.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Layups or stocking stuffers.
Questions for Coach? Sean, go ahead.
Coach, like you were saying, you put a lot of your players that don't usually get a lot of minutes in today. So was there anything you saw that surprised you about how they were playing?
No, I don't think so. We have expectations of every player, and we expect our players that don't get a lot of minutes on a game in and game out basis. It's one of the things we preach. There's no such thing as garbage time. There's only getting better time. And so the group that got some minutes tonight that doesn't normally get minutes, I mean, I thought Shakira was a classic example of a freshman. She had some unbelievable possessions, and then she had some very freshman-esque possessions. And so, just to try to get them the minutes that can stabilize their own games, I just think it's important, and you can't do it without playing time and game experience. So I think that was important. Bryn Maskowitz has been very important for us this year, but has not been logging a lot of minutes because Jory's been playing very well, and Jory's actually been playing like a coach on the floor for us. If you have to ask who the coach of the, people like the media likes to anoint players the coach on the floor. Nobody ever asks the coach who they think the coach on the floor is. And Jory has actually been our coach on the floor this year, playing out of the middle position. And, so I just, it's just, and she's just a really good, solid player. So it's good to get everybody involved. It's good to get all the players playing. It's good to try to, like I said about Shakira and the younger players getting more minutes later, getting them some minutes where they can actually start feeling their way as college players. But we expect them, we're sitting in those huddles, we're expecting, I'm letting them know, you've been out there 4 minutes and you're down 6. No, I mean, you have to play a game within the game. If there's truly only getting better time and not garbage time, we're not sitting in the huddle just, we're trying to get our players that are on the floor, the unit on the floor, better. And we're trying to make them focus on what they got to do to get better. And Alabama State is a program that I just admire Coach Freeman for coming up here, playing us, and they are in a position where they have to take a lot of road wins and go on the road, and so I just admire her for coming up here and playing us. We've played them through the years, and it's a good program, and it's a solid program. And when they get back down in their conference, they're going to be, she's doing a wise thing by playing tough people.
Coach, with one last non-conference game left to play, would you be willing to assign a grade to your team at this point?
I don't think, I've not even thought about it, Jim, about a grade. I'm really more thinking about our growth and development and what we're striving to do moving forward. And so I just really think more in terms of that. I think I feel good about us in a place of having gotten better. First of all, the group is a great group to be around. I mean, it's a magnificent, great, wonderful group of young women. They're happy to do service projects. It's not pulling the teeth to have them do a service project. They're happy to go to school. They're just a good group of young women to be around. So that's always a joy. But you still have to win. I mean, just because people are good and nice to be around, there's still a bottom line result that has to happen. And we've had our ups and downs here. I mean, I think there's a couple of our tougher games that we let get away from us that I thought we might have grabbed. So I just look at us more in terms of how are we growing and how are we getting it together. And I do feel like it's a growing group. We as coaches are figuring out a rotation, the people that are, it's always a food chain regarding who plays and who doesn't. We tell the players, we teach the players, we preach to the players, you're going to make us play you. I don't start anybody. You start yourselves. You make us play who you make us play. And so I think that's all taking shape. I think you're seeing a rhythm to our group, our rotation, if you will. And you're seeing that some of the younger players that are going to be pressed into service are going to have be able, I think, to give us some meaningful minutes and some spots down the road. So I really look at it more in that direction. I do feel like we have to get some momentum going into the Big East. Xavier's going to be difficult. It's always tough to play a road game in a conference, no matter who the game is, who the team is, what their record is or has been. So we got to go get down to Xavier and really be focused and ready to play, get the players a break for the holiday. And that's always a tough thing to do. Again, I don't want to get crazy philosophical, but there's a reason the holiday is a holiday. It's a concept of humans to take a week or two off, regardless of your race, creed, religion, and just take a little bit of a break of the the tough day-to-day grind that everybody's in, no matter what they choose to do for a living, and just take a break. But we play basketball in a season that's not made for Christmas. It's not made for the holidays. The coaches and players' holidays are Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. They're not Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. So, you got to take your team and allow them to be people and enjoy the time away, but still keep an edge on regarding what they have to do from a competitive perspective. And these are young people. So you still have to try to navigate that just concept of life as they finish school. Now they get to have a break and get home and then get back, and they got to be really have an edge on to compete before they take their break down in Cincinnati on Wednesday, and then they're going to have an edge on when we get back here, because Alcorn's the 28th, and then it's right into the Big East with a 3-day week that starts with Georgetown, Providence, and Creighton, Marquette. I mean, it's bada bing, bada bang right at us. So. And thanks everybody for always covering women's hoops here, and thanks for letting everybody have a great break as a member of humankind. Have a break from life. Have a break from the grind for a couple days, and then let's get back at it. Thank you.